Listen now. Hello guys, welcome to the stream. We have a challenge in front of us, don't we? Let me turn this music down a little bit. This should be fine. Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Why not UE5? We can do it in UE5, that's fine, but it does crash a lot. So it will be crashing quite a few times if we do it in UE5. But if you want to, I can do it. Just quickly let me know before we start if you want to have that or not. It's your choice, man. It's your challenge. It should be okay with this game. Yeah, sure. We don't need UE5 for this. It's not gonna be an open world game, so most of the UE5 features are like for open world games and stuff anyway. Can you guys hear me properly, or do I need to turn up the audio, the mic a little bit? You sound good? Alright, man. So yeah, as soon as we start this project, I'm gonna be running a timer on the top left. It will be displaying the amount of hours we have left. We have 8 hours for this challenge, and it is a challenge submitted by First. Sorry. Which is gonna be a space game where you control a planet and you have to destroy objects that are incoming to be able to survive. If it hits you, you take damage until you eventually die, and there will be upgrades for buying better turrets and stuff. But it will be self-explanatory once we get started, so... I can hear you like I'm in the same room. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Alright. Let's start the timer. There you go. We have officially 8 hours. Not sure if it's updating properly, because on my screen it's not, but it is not, huh? Well, it's updating right here. Oh, is it working now? Oh, I can't close it, huh? Alright, let me just drag it here then. There we go. First, I'm good. Nice Christmas tree, by the way. Thank you. That was my wife's Christmas tree. It's her pride and joy. Emily, hey, good luck. Thank you. Thank you. It's not gonna be an easy challenge, but 8 hours should be fine for like a little mini game type stuff, so. It looks amazing. Yeah, the tree does look amazing though. That is very true. Alright, let's get into it before we waste any more time. First thing we're gonna do is just get the character movement set up, so we have that out of the way. So let's go into our project settings, go into our inputs, get rid of this, everything from scratch. So our first one will be a planet, rotate up and down, which I'm gonna be using W and S for that. This will be -1. And then our moving right is gonna be planet, rotate, right and left. And that will be just using A and D probably. I might need to tweak the scale values in a second. Depending on how far you get and how you like it, it might be cool to see a 20-hour extension. We can definitely do that, yeah. If it's a fun game and if the gameplay loop is fine, I can definitely expand on it. Let's just first try to get something worked up right now. I already made a folder in here with just challenge video, where everything will be in, so we're a little organized as we're doing this. So let's create our character, which is going to be like PP, player planet probably. Let's open this up. I won't be explaining a lot because like I only have 8 hours to do it, so Let's see what planet we want to have as a starting planet. Let's say we use this guy. It's a big one. It's a big planet apparently. Alright, here's the outside. Alright, so we have our planet. Let's attach a spring arm to it. And a camera attached to the spring arm. Okay, like so. Disconnect it from the mesh because we don't want it to follow the rotation. Let's drag it into the world for now. We're gonna be making our own like map as well, but for now we're just gonna drag it in here, just so we can kind of test everything and see how it looks. So if I now open this and I adjust it to like, I don't know, like 125,000. Yeah, that should be decent scale. I can't wait to see you compose a song for this game. Oh, yeah, we could definitely do that, maybe. We'll have to look at that, because I've never done that before, so that would be nice to do. Alright, so we got this already. Let's continue. So let's get our first let's get our controls. So rotate up, down, left, right. Okay. So for up and down, we want to get the static mesh, get the world rotation, and we want to split this because we want to add this to the already existing up and down. So it's going to be pitch, and after that we want to grab our static mesh again. I want to say set world rotation. Split this again. Like so. Drag that into the pitch. Get the roll and get the yaw. Let's check that out. Oh, I forgot. Go to our planet. Let's say auto possess player 0. Alright, so now if I move W and S, but it gets stuck. Why is it getting stuck? Let's get to the tick. Let's quickly check out the rotation. What's going on? Might be a clamp issue. So W. It gets stuck at 90. And also minus 90, I suppose, yeah. Gets stuck on 90 and minus 90. It's the max angle that it can rotate in. Can we fix that? Use pi instead of degrees? It's not using degrees, it's using the rotation of the character inside of the world. What if we instead multiply this by like a little bit? So like, no, it's still like a clamp issue. But now our question is, do we want to have like 360 or do we want to clamp it so it doesn't, so you can't keep spinning it because the turrets are going to be on the planet. So in order to aim it, it might be better if they have like a certain cap limit. Let's try this for a second. So what if we say clamp this value between minus 85 and 85? Alright, the stuttering is gone. It just clamps it so it can't go a whole 360. Or like a whole 180 it is, I think. We can always come back to this, but I think this is fine for now. Then we just want to get this for our right and left as well. But instead of the pitch, we want to be using the roll. So drag the pitch in there. Put this into the roll. Right? So what's happening? Why is it already? Oh, there you go. So if we now move right, it turns right. Left turns left. Up and down. You can like turn the entire earth around as well. Alright. Now the question is, do we want to rotate the camera around this or not? Do we actually want to like rotate let's try this. Camera look around, which is gonna be our mouse X, and then camera look up, it's just gonna be mouse Y. By the way, I'm looking in chat, I'm listening, but I won't be able to respond, playing some Monster Hunter with Emily. Oh yeah, that's fine, man. That's fine. Like I said, it's gonna be 8 hours, so definitely don't need to watch it the entire time. Look around, camera, look up. So probably the same thing, where we wanna get a relative now. This is probably gonna be the pitch as well. No, it's look around, so it's a roll. We definitely need to multiply that value though, but for now, let's try this. Alright, so that's not the right one. The yaw. Like this. Oh yeah. And then this is pitch, right? Let's try this. So now you can look up, you can look down, but it's, once again, we need to clamp it. We can look around with like independent planet movements. Or do we want to make it so the planet rotates depending on where the character, like the oh my god, the camera is moving. Do we want to do it like with the camera based, or do we want to do it with separate controls? Because I'm sure if I want to do that, it's just... What do we want to do, guys? Do we want to do it camera based or just with separate controls? We'll keep it for this right now. Unless somebody wants to give a suggestion on it. For now, we'll just keep it. Let's clean this up a little bit. Okay. Alright, so next up, let's just put a turret on top of it first. So we can actually start playing around with the turrets that are on it. So, let's make a socket on the planet for now. Oh my god, planets are huge. Alright, let's add a socket, call it, turret. Position 1. Let's add a turret. Well, I think we need to do it here. Add a skeletal mesh to it. It's just, turret. Base double 1. Attach it to turret position 1. They're really small, so like 20, like probably like 25 or something. Rotation is off, so add 90 rotation on that. There you go. Now it's gone, so drag back out. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry? Maybe scale down the planet a little? We can, yeah, if we want to, but I'm not sure if it's that necessary. Now, the main issue about this idea is, do we want the turrets to automatically shoot at targets when they're in the area, or... Because, like, how are we going to do this? Do we want to do it, like, pointing your mouse at something? Because your planet is always in the way of it, you know? So, how are we gonna do this? Probably like automatically shoot at targets that are within a certain distance, right? Let's make a new map as well, real quick, because this is very chaotic. Right, so let's add a sphere first with the space. What is it called again? Skybox, right? Set this to like, there you go. It's already good enough. Now let's add the character back. Add him at 0, 0. There you go. Let's make a game mode as well. You can make it so you press a button and it shoots the enemies, but you have a stamina bar so you can't hold it infinitely and there's a recharge timer. Yeah, I mean that sounds good. So probably like on left click you can shoot, but it decreases stamina until you're out and you have to wait. And then you could probably buy like upgrades to decrease the stamina or like recharge it faster. That could work. Alright, so space game. Add the player class into it. There we go. Wait, what happened? Oh, sign the game mode. What happened to the... Oh, this probably has collision. Yeah, there you go. This space bug needs to be a lot bigger. 50,000. There we go. Alright, so this is what we have currently. It is very dark when it comes to like turrets and stuff, but let's do a skylight in here. Should already make it brighter. Yeah. We also need a post-process on this. Infinitely extend. Then max brightness, set it to like 1 as well. This is quite a nice effect actually, where it's like dark. But I think I should make it lighter anyway. Needs to be at the... Yeah. That's not what we want. I don't know, I kinda like this effect, where it's like darker. Alright. So we have this now. First thing we need to define is what range do we want the turrets to start shooting, right? So maybe if they enter like a certain collision sphere, it allows you to shoot. So let's say if we do this to be like, how big is this? I think this is fine. If they enter this range, then they start. Let's actually make some debris so we can actually test this. Let's make an actor. Say BP debris spawner. Okay. Now I got a good idea for this, which is gonna be the warp hole. No, this is not it. Is this skeleton mesh? Or is it this? Oh, it is. I'm an idiot. Sorry. So this is the inner. Let's add another one, which is the outer. Okay. And now let's add the particle system, which is the warp tunnel. Let's drag it into the world and see how it looks. Way too big. Probably like 18-ish. This will be like the spawners for the debris. Something like this. So this will be the. Actually, that's. It's way too high. Alright, so the items will be spawning out of this like warp tunnels towards the player. If we add a player start in here, add it at 0, 0. There it is. So we'll add like warp tunnels towards this location from like farther away, and have like a lot of random ones that pop up when a wave starts, or when an item gets spawned. It like fades in, shoots its debris, and then fades back out probably. So we can try doing that already. If we go into the particle system and say auto activate, set that to be fake. Then on begin play, this is like 1, right? Yeah, scale 1. Okay. So on begin play, let's do add timeline, which is gonna be fade in, out. Okay. All this is going to be let's say like 4 seconds. Add a flow track, which is just going to go from 0 to 1. Like so. And all this is going to do is just get these two and say, actually I could do it on the default scene route as well. Yep. And say set relative scale 3D. So on begin play, we're going to play this from the start, update this, and this is going to be a lerp. So this is alpha from 0 to 1. So now it's if we now set the default scene route to 0, our warp hole is not visible. Now as you can see now, it kind of like pops in. Let's see if I can make it. There it is. As you can see, it like pops into existence. And then after this is done, I would say like set active. Oh, it's not set active, it's activate. Once it is done, the whirlpool will start to activate. There you go. Also, I've noticed that this particle system needs to be turned 180. So it moves behind the whirlpool. There you go. Get rotation. Well, how is it called again? Look. Is it like look at function? No. Look. Oh, find the look at rotation. From our player pawn, get player locate or get location. Okay, and then that is the target, and our start is gonna be our get actor location from this this thing, and then also at the start we want to make sure that our default scene route set the world rotation, and we want to make sure that we set it so it's always facing the player pawn. It's not doing that. Why? Is it relative? I think the problem that we're running into is the fact that we need to call this on a take base. So probably after this should be fine. No. Why is this? Let's reset it for now and add an arrow. Because I think it's just not looking up. Let's check this out. Where is it? Yeah, as you can see, the arrow's not looking up. We need to turn everything by 90, so it's looking the same way as the arrow is. There we go, now it's facing the player perfectly, and now the wormhole starts, but the wormhole is in the wrong rotation now. Because it needs to be facing away from the player when it does it. Nope. Let's see what the issue is. Okay, so it needs to face this way. Yep, okay. So now it's facing the player and the wormhole starts. And then once that is there, it starts shooting its it will start shooting its projectiles. Now, how do we want to spawn these items? Because this does it on begin play, right? This will be the debris spawner, but now we want to spawn this. I think the best thing to do is probably in here or in the game mode. Probably let's do it in game mode. So let's make a blueprint function, call it start wave. Right, when the wave starts, we want to first of all begin play, get the player pawn. We want to save this as player pawn, right? Then we want to say start the wave. Okay, and now when we start the wave, we want to do for loop, say like for loop. Let's say like we want 7 of them, right? Now when this happens, in the loop body, we want to get the player pawn. We want to get random, get point, or get the actor location, then get a random point in the reachable radius, and let's say like 15,000 units or something. And then we want to spawn actor from class, and we want to spawn it at this location, which is the debris spawner. Okay, now if we try this, it should spawn like 8 of them. We have one on top of us, which is not what we want. We have 1, 2. How many do we have now? Let's have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 right now. Let's check out. We already have one in the world, so that's 8, and it goes from 0 to 7, so that's fine. Good, that works. Now we don't want it to be too close to the player. So we'll probably check if this location get distance distance 2. Distance factor, okay. Yeah, we want to check if this value and the actor location, we want to check if it's more than, say, like 5,000. Let's add a branch here. We want to check if that is true. If it is true, then we can spawn one. If it's not true, then we want to get this value. We want to minus this by 1. Because if I do it like this, it's just not gonna spawn a couple of times. Actually, don't say single one, huh? Yeah, it didn't spawn a single one this time. If I do it again, yeah, it's not spawning. Why? If it's more than 5k, let's say like 35k. Not again. What if we do this like 1,000? What if we just continue? Does it work then? Yeah. But now it spawns at 0, 0, as you can see, which is not what we want. Are you going to do the whole game in one sitting? No. No, that's gonna be... If I do it, I have to stream till 6 AM, which is not what I'm gonna do. Probably gonna do for like 4 hours now, and then 4 hours on another day. Probably. So get our actor location, get a random point. Get random point in reachable point in radius, that's fine. 35,000. Then we want to check if this distance to our actor's location is more than 1,000 points. If that's true, spawn that on that location. But it's not spawning anything, so it means that it's not finding any point that is far enough. Even if I set it to like 100k, it's still not spawning. What if we do this with a for each loop? Because I think it's just I don't know, like bugging. For each loop would break. What if we just spawn one? No. What if we do set timer by event every 0.25 seconds, looping, custom event, do that. No, because I put it at 0.1 maybe. It's not finding any point to spawn this stuff in. What if we print? Let's just print these locations that it is getting. Now we can see what's wrong with it. Oh. It's getting 0. It was getting 0. That's why it wasn't spawning it. Oh. It's not getting any return value for the player character. Because we're controlling a pawn and not a character. Cost to player planet. No, it's still 0. Why? What if we print this, right? And we get the player start and we move it a little bit. Let's say we move it like, I don't know, like something like that. It should say that location. Whoa. Okay. Now it was spawning him. But now it's not. Something with this distance factor. Check if this point is more than 1,000 points away from this. Is it because there is no... Does there have to be like a nav mesh for this? No way, there needs to be like a nav mesh, right? Well, think I crashed it. Think I crashed the program. Well, that's the first crash. Let's for fun add like an amount of crashes that happened. So let's say like current game crashes, and we're currently on 1. Yeah, I think 500k was a little too big, but you know, you live and learn. Alright, so let's put it there. Let's add the background to it. Alright, so we currently already have... Oh, there he goes. There he goes. There we go. Top right, we now have already 1 game crash. Let's go within the first hour. That should be a record, man. Gotta love Unreal Engine. Alright. Oh boy, it actually crashed, huh? Proper crashed. See what we have still. Oh. It did spawn one. But where are the other ones? Because this is just one. Oh, they're all spawning at the same location. Okay. They're all spawning in the same space. Let's check what it's saved. So... let's do cost 2. Save that instead. Success only. Alright, so what we have is for loop. Yeah, we were trying the nav mesh thing, right? If it maybe had to do with that. So what if we set to like 500? Okay, so it's actually calculating navigation. 5,000? Oh man, 1 million navigation. Alright, we need to find a different way if that's the case. We can't have that. How are we going to do this, man? I kind of want to see something. If I have a sphere collision, right? Say I get a sphere collision, and I say get random, get random points. Well, what I could also just do is let's do it differently. Let's make another actor. Call it PP. I will say like gateway spawner. Gateway spawner. Now in here, all I want to have is an arrow to see the front movement. Let's say like 500. So if we drag them in, at least we can see the arrow quite well, apparently. So like 100. It's fine. Is it visible in game? Say visible in game. I quickly want to see how big it is. Can't really see the arrow. Let's also disconnect this for a second. Is that the arrow? Yeah. Okay, so let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it like 200. Why not? Okay, so on begin play, what we want to do is the same thing. We want it to same way as the debris spawner. We want to set the location to look towards the player. All right. So on tick. Actually, that might be really. We don't need that because our debris spawners already are looking towards it, so don't worry about that. All right, so let's just have this as a random thing, right? Now we do need the player start, which we don't have. What if I just add the player planet for now? Add it to 000. So we know where it is, right? We know where the planet is now. Let's just add them around the ring. How are we gonna do this, guys? I'm wondering. Because I wanted to make it randomized, you know what I mean? What I'm currently wondering is, I wanted them to be able to place randomly within a certain distance from the player. And I want them to be dynamically, so it's always different. But we need some sort of definer, like a sphere around this whole thing, where it can spawn inside of it. To be honest, I really don't have a clue right now. I have no clue how to do this right now. Look it up. Oh, okay. If I add a sphere, let's go to our planet again. Let's copy this, which is our inner sphere. copy and paste this. Let's make this like 50k wide. Okay. Now in here, we wanna get point. Random point and bounding box is the one that we want. Okay. So in our space game, instead of doing this thing, we wanna get our player pawn. We wanna get sphere. Wait, we cost it to it, right? Yeah. Outer sphere. Okay. So in our game, get outer. Why doesn't it do it? Wait, what? There we go. Now it works. I think it was bugged out with the crash. Then we need to do get points in bounding points in bounding box. Random point in bounding box. We need to get the location probably. Get a location from this guy, and then the origin is the get actor location. Let's print this for a second, see if we get random points from this. We do. Awesome. Awesome, so we already get random points assigned to us right now. Alright, now we do have that. We can actually continue. And the first thing we want to check is well, we want to check if it's not within the inner sphere. So we want to check if this value is how big is this planet in a sphere? 5,000. So 5k. We want to check if this value is distance. More than 5k. If it's true, give me that value. Okay, so they are. The random points are indeed close. Not like farther than 5k away from it. So that's good. But we also want to check if it is not more. So if it's less than 15k. And if that's true, so now we should have a value between 5 and 15. Now we don't get any. Now we get 1. Okay. And if that's true, what if we now spawn actor from class, which is the debris spawner. Okay. With the location being this point. So now it didn't spawn anything. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, so it's not giving me any inputs anymore. What if we just do that? Right. Alright, so it's spawning them randomly each time. As you can see, now we got 50 of them. So 50 of them are already in the level now. And they will spawn like one piece of debris at a time. Okay. So that's fine. But instead I wanna, because it might not always do it now. So what we wanna do is, we wanna do a set timer by event when we start the wave of let's say every 2 seconds it spawns one, right? Spawn gateway. We'll be looping, and then in here we want to do this whole code debacle. Okay. And we also first want to check a value here, which is going to be amount to spawn. So integer. Check if the amount to spawn is equal to the wave that we currently have. I think in the beginning we're gonna have like 20 waves. We can always expand on it later down the line, you know, or we can make it modular so it's infinite. Yeah, why not? Let's do wave number and then not amount to spawn, let's say spawn amount, and then make another one which is gonna be amount to spawn. Okay, and now this is our wave number, this is our amount to spawn, which has to be a library, right? And then we want to have like we want to have a library of, let's actually make it a library, why not? Let's just make it a data table, it's easier. So let's make a structure, call it st wave info, right? And here all we want to have is the wave number, which is an integer, and then we want to have the amount to spawn, also an integer. Let's make text, which is wave text. Okay. Actually, we don't need that. Alright, so now that we have that, we can make a data table for it. So miscellaneous data table using the st wave info, call it dt wave info. Okay. And let's say this is wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, we don't need this either. What am I doing? Hold on. I think I found it. I think I know a better way. So we have our wave number, right? Now our amount to spawn. So let's make an amount to spawn. Okay. Just a plain integer. Okay. And now every round that we go up, so we want to multiply this by this, and then maybe multiply by 3. So let's say if we have wave number 2, let's get a calculator up. Okay. Let's say we start at wave 1. So we have 1 times, let's say amount to spawn in the beginning is 3, so 1 times 3 times 3 is 9 enemies will spawn on the first round, which is kind of long. But if we, for example, do 1 times 1 times 3, 3 enemies will spawn on the first round. Okay. And then if you do 2, you'll get 6, 9, 12, 18, stuff like that. If you have, for example, wave, let's say wave 18 times let's say the amount to spawn is always triple the number of this, so let's say it's 54. That's not good because that is gonna take out of control quickly. As you can see, if it's wave 18, you'll have like 3,000 objects coming at you, which is impossible. So probably like this. So wave 18 times 54. It's 1,000. That's not what we're gonna do because this. If we do it this way, it's gonna spin out of control quickly, which is not what we want. Let's go back into the wave info. Let's use data tables for this. Say 20 rounds at the beginning. Okay. So wave 1, amount to spawn, let's say like 3. Then let's say wave 2, they spawn like 5. 3, let's say like 7. Say round 4, 8. 5, let's say like 11. 6, let's say like 14. 7, let's say like 19. So that's 8, let's say like 26. 9, let's say like 35. 10, let's say like 45. 11, let's say like 58. I'm just saying random numbers, you know. Say like 12, let's say 64. 13, let's say like 72. 14, let's say 14, let's say like 80. 15, let's say like 92. 16, let's say like 104. 17, let's say like 112. 18, let's say like 125. 19, let's say like 145. And maybe for like round 20, when you reach round 20, it's just infinite probably, maybe, where it's like an infinite amount. Or like, let's say like round 20, let's say you have like 400 enemies, and if you win round 20, you win the game. That seems pretty fair for now. Alright, so when we start the wave, right? Before we do this, we just want to get data table row, get data table row, wave info. We want to get the wave number that we're currently on. To string to name. Okay. This will get the wave that we're currently on. From that, we also want to split this, put the wave number back in, just be sure. And then the amount to spawn, we're gonna set that up as well in the beginning of the spawn system, like so. And then we're gonna start spawning the gateways. Now in the gateways, we just want to check if the spawn amount is equal to the amount to spawn, and we want to check if it is not. If it's not equal to it yet, it's gonna continue doing the code and spawning the stuff. If it is, so right here, this will be the end wave sequence. If it's the end wave sequence, we are gonna actually, let's also like promote this and say wave spawn handle. Okay. If that happens, we want to make a custom event, which is gonna be wave completed. First thing we want to do in the wave completed is clear and invalidate the timer. Okay. Then after we invalidate it, so it doesn't spawn anymore, we want to set the spawn amount back to 0. We want to increment the wave number, right? We want to increase the wave number. And after that, we want to probably wait a certain amount, say like 10 seconds. And after that, we want to start wave again. So it will automatically restart the wave once all the enemies are spawned. So let's set our default wave number to 1 because it can't be 0. There you go. I think. Alright, it's spawning the gateways. So we have 1, 2, 3. Also, yeah, right here, when it is equal, we want wave completed. Let's also print string of like wave completed, just so we know. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually, it's gonna continue spawning, right? Because after we spawn it, we also need to increment the spawn amount. Otherwise, it's just gonna spawn infinitely. Okay, so let's try that again. We have 1, 2, 3. Let's actually go out of this and pause it. And we have 3 debris spawners. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And in our data table, our first round, we had 3. Okay. So if we, for example, set our wave number at the beginning, what if we set it to like wave 5? Wave 5 means 11. 11 of them should spawn. We can also test it out by just going into this spawn amount and do a print when we spawn one to just check how many times we get it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then wave completed, which is fine. That's what we had, right? We had 11 and then the wave completes. Awesome. Now in our debris spawner, which is our gateway, we want to spawn a actor. We want to spawn an actor that moves towards the player, and after that, basically fade out again. After it spawned its actor. So let's do a sequence. So sequence, play from start. And this takes around 4 seconds. So let's do a delay of like 4 seconds, and then it turns on the portal. Let's say another, say like 7 seconds. Okay. And then we want to, let's make an actor for the debris. So let's say BP debris master. Now in our debris master, just have a static mesh. Let's say asteroid for now. Why not? Yeah, like so. Okay, let's add projectile movement to it. Let's say initial speed, let's say 5,000. Max speed, let's say like 8,000-ish. Gravity. No gravity. Let's say should bounce, that's fine. Now in our debris spawner, we have our middle point. Let's actually add a arrow. We have an arrow, right? Yeah, we have an arrow. Okay, so so let's spawn an actor from class, which is gonna be debris master for now. Spawn transform, it's just gonna be split this, get relative transform. Okay, split this. Now I wanted to spawn like in the back, right? Because if we look at our arrow, I wanted to spawn like back there somewhere, so it comes out of the wormhole. So let's get the the red one, which is the X. Sorry, the X. So let's split this, and we want to say the X minus. Actually, we don't need to do that. We can just recombine it. Minus vector. Say like 500. Then use that as the location, rotation, scale. Okay. Now that should work. So just gotta see when I see one of the wormholes. Okay, so let's focus on that guy. Now after 7 seconds, it should spawn an asteroid. Did it? It did. But it goes the other way. They all spawn completely the wrong way. Why is that? What if we don't add projectile movement and we just say add force off. What if we do add projectile movement to it? And we say homing missile is homing projectile. Let's also make them a lot bigger for now, because I can't fucking see them. Also make the debris spawners have no collision. It just goes away, huh? Why? Get the world transform instead? Is this Rocket League music? I don't know. I don't know. It's just non-copyrighted music, basically. I don't know if this is actual Rocket League music though. Okay, so that one moved out of there. They are going towards the player, although very slowly, I must say. What if we bump this up to like 90k? Let's check this out. So similar. Yeah, it does sound like it, but I'm not sure if it actually is though, so don't quote me on it. This guy should launch a asteroid at us. And it does. And it also disappeared. Why? Why did it disappear though? Huh? Alright, let's check out this asteroid because it shoots it at us. Then it disappears. Where this guy just doesn't spawn anything at all. So this guy did. Just this asteroid. And it's gone. Why is it gone? Hmm? Alright, so it's moving. Oh, it disappears as soon as it hits this. Why does it disappear as soon as it hits the sphere, though? Well, to be fair, this outer sphere. This inner sphere, sorry. We don't need it, well, we do. Why is it that it disappears? Custom? Maybe we should what is this about? What is this sphere tracing doing? It's overlap all dynamic. What if we do overlap all and block the pawn? Probably want to add force. Oh. It doesn't spawn any debris. Okay, Ronan, I'm off to bed. Have a good stream. Can't wait to see what it looks like next time. All right, man. Thank you for the suggestion once again. And yeah, probably next stream. I'm currently just working on like random spawning of the whirlpools and spawning the projectiles themselves. So I'll keep your stream open to give you an extra view. All right. Yeah, you can do it if you want. I'm not forcing you to. It's very like appreciated, but then again, if you want to do that, fine. If you don't want to do that, also fine. Thanks for joining the stream anyway, man, and thanks for this suggestion. It's so far it's a really fun project, so I haven't really cursed yet a lot, so. Oh. 0-0. Try that. I think that has to do with the 0-0 value. Hey, keep it PG. Little Mason is watching. Yeah, man. Of course, man. we would never be non-PG. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always a PG kind of guy. Why? So we're spawning them, yet I don't see any debris. I don't see the debris coming towards me. Oh damn, he's close. Alright, let's see. For some reason it's not spawning the debris yet. Just kind of confusing. This is also very disorienting, by the way. Like, you don't know what is up and what is down. Yeah, it's not spawning anything. I'm gonna take a short break. That's space for it. Yeah, it's really disorienting though. I'm gonna take a few, like 5-minute break, guys, and I'll be back in a minute. While I'm not working on it, I think it's fair to say that I'll pause the timer and then restart whenever we're actually working on it, because, you know. There you go. So, thanks guys for watching. If you guys won't be here in a minute, thank you so much for joining in. Yeah, I'm just quickly gonna take like a 5-minute break. Yeah, once again, thank you first. You were going to bed, so thank you so much for suggesting this. It's been fun. It's definitely been fun right now. I'm not sure if 8 hours is going to cut it for everything, because I seem to be struggling a lot with the projectile spawning. But yeah, if it's not, then we can always like extend this to like 20 hours, you know. So yeah, I'll be back in like 5 minutes, guys. Thank you. We are back. Let's restart the timer. Oh, it starts again. God damn it. I accidentally restarted the timer. Let's see what time we were on before we took a break. We were at 6:26. God damn it, now I have to set that up. Hold on. So we had 6 times 60. 316 plus 26. 386. You're gonna hear some spam clicking, I bet. $386. So, all right. Now the timer is back, as it should be, right? 6:26. Yeah, okay. Whatever. We lost like half a minute, but that's fine. All right. So we need to look at this debris spawner. Because the issue that it's running into is we can use projectile, but the moment it detects collision, it kills itself, which we don't want. So should bounce. And then get rid of this. Do the get player. Pawn again. Then cost 2. Player planet. And then set homing. Let's check this out now. Now it should spawn it, and then as soon as it spawns it, it just destroys it instantly. Why? Because we have block all dynamic, but max iterations. It just instantly deletes them. What if I set this to be... this particle system doesn't have collision either, right? No. Arrow? No. They have no collisions, that's fine. This guy... what if I set this guy to give 0 collision? No. It just instantly destroys them. Why? Why is a question. Why is it not spawning anymore? Okay, so it's not spawning now. Why? Okay, so spawn amount is equal to the amount to spawn. Why is that? Why is it set to equal? Start wave, it's gonna get you wave number. Spawn amount is at 5 for some reason. If I gameplay just reset the spawn amount. Why? Why does no one spawn? Oh wait, so now I found the location. Now it does. Now they're all spawning 0, 0 again. Why? Why can't it spawn at 0, 0? They're all spawning 0, 0. So what we have right now, don't need to end game mode, that's fine. The debris, the planet, this outer sphere.
Yeah, some people wake up Sunday, feel hungover, and I look at all my friends like told you so. While you take that time off, I keep getting closer. I don't care about getting late, I just care about getting paid. I got 24 hours for my 7 deadly sins, and you calling me out like, yo, where you been? Ain't no rest for the wicked. I'm sorry I won't stay, but I got bills to pay. Ain't no rest when you're winning. It's all work in the play, but I don't feel no shame. Baby, you can dance if you like. I got bigger plans for my night. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Sorry I won't stay, but I got bills to pay. Ain't no rest for me. Ain't no rest for me. Ain't no rest for me.
Oh.
Ain't no rest for the wicked. Sorry I won't stay, but I got bills to pay. Ain't no rest for me. Yeah, some people 9 to 5 and get all righteous.
Doesn't have
And I tried to live that life, but that
box
ain't me.
extent.
All the money that I'm making, yeah, it's priceless. I don't care about enemies, cause I know where I'm meant to be. I got 24 hours for my 7 deadly sins.
Bounding box. Oh.
Yo, where
Well,
you been?
can't we do like a bounding box instead? Doesn't really matter, does it? If it's a box or a sphere.
Ain't no rest when you're winning. It's all work in the play, but I don't feel no shame. Baby, you can dance if you like. I got bigger plans for my night. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Sorry I won't stay, but I got bills to pay. Ain't no rest for me. Ain't no rest. Ain't no rest for me.
Well, they're still spawning 0, 0, I think.
Ain't no rest.
Randomly, though.
Ain't no rest for the wicked.
Okay.
Sorry I won't stay, but I got bills to pay. Ain't no rest when you're winning. It's all work in the play, but I don't feel no shame. Ain't no rest for me. Ain't no rest for me.
Push me away, baby. Oh, it's still so close though. 20k. This is not 20k, bro. Where's my player? Oh. Oh, it's such a small box, that's why. So 500k. Where are they? That one's still too close. Why is that guy so close? Probably because 20k is still 35k. Let's try that. Some just seem a lot closer than. Is it the world location or the maybe the relative location instead? Okay. Okay. Where are the other ones? Okay. Yeah, they're a lot farther away. That's good. Okay. So we got that to work again. Now the issue is they're still not spawning anything. Which has to do here. So instead of a sequence, let's just do it after we activate this thing. And we do get relative transform. Oh, it's spawning from us. Wait. Oh, it's spawning at 0, 0. Which means that this transform is not working. Default. It's not getting this, it's not getting this transform. So it needs to be the world transform. The relative transform is probably 0, 0. Like it is inside of the blueprints. Alright, so now he shoots the asteroid. But is it home towards us? They're all coming towards us. Not a single one, only one hit. Yeah. Only one hit, but that has to do with this homing thing. So what we're gonna do is we're actually going to drag this out, make this into a variable. Okay. Continue. Like so. Actually gonna get this, do that. And then after this, delay off 0.2, that's fine. Then reset the homing. Reset the homing itself. Let's try it out. Right, so they're homing towards us now. Every 0.2 seconds they should readjust. No. No. One guy did. We do want them to hit us all the time. A lot of them are hitting, a lot of them aren't. this static mesh, right? There's nothing else there. Oh, around our planet, let's just add a sphere collision around our planet. We're gonna use that sphere collision instead. It's 27. Now, here, we want to get the sphere collision instead. Alright, let's see if that works now. I just want to see all of them go through us. And we know that it works, you know? No. Do they have gravity or something on it? Oh, they have gravity on it. Also, let's set this up to be like 75,000 to like 98,000. Right, so it spawns it. That goes straight through. Straight through. Through. Yep. Alright, it works. So they all go through now. Now, let's do ship bounce. Now, what if we set up collision again? Do they spawn with collision? Because that was the main issue. They wouldn't collide properly or spawn at all. So it spawns. Okay. Now it doesn't bounce. They don't bounce off of the sphere. Or a static mesh for that matter. Or planet. Well, it is blocking simulation events. Our sphere also needs to be blockable dynamic. We want them to, you know, bounce off of the planet as it leaves like a crater. We don't want them to continuously go through us. Plus our camera is kind of bugging out, our spring arm. So let's go to spring arm. Don't do a collision test. Let's see. So this guy hits. It just goes through it. I don't know why. Oh, because are the asteroids using collision? Is this guy actually using collision? Yeah. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, it doesn't use collision, huh? What if we do use complex collision as simple? No. Well, it might be our planet as well that's not using collision, so let's go to our planet. Show simple collision. What? Complex collision. Use complex collision. Still nothing. if we do around this asteroid, we add another sphere collision. Like this. Then when it hits, break this. Spawn emitter at location. Explosion. Location is an impact point. Whatever, just check that. I just want to test if they're actually using collision or not. They should, but you never know. No, it's just not using collision, and these guys are spawning way too close. Why is this guy so close? Why is this guy so close now? Something is still broken here. Nope. Why is this one? Now it just doesn't do any collisions. Look, why is it going through us? Let's say whenever it hits it, it might also just be that the explosion is too small. It's just print whenever it hits. Also, there are some frame issues that we need to look at. Oh. Wait. It collides with this, but Don't generate overlap events. Don't generate overlap events. Hmm. It's exploding on 0, already. Why? Why is it exploding on 0, 0? Yeah, look. See the issue? It's tracing at 0, 0. Or like the impact of this says it's 0, 0. Probably because this box collision is triggering it. What if we just say no collision and don't generate overlap events? See if that is the issue. Pretty sure it is. No. Still consistently triggering it. Why? What's causing this? No. Somehow we're continuously causing collisions. I don't know why we're causing collisions constantly, but is it because of this? No. I think this impact point. Yes. Let's see if it's equal to planets. If it's true, then see if that was the issue. Okay. But does it hit the player now? No explosion happened. No. Let's see if we can, after this, right? Say, abstract. See if it goes through us, whether it will kill itself or not. Alright, let's check this guy out. So he shoots it. go straight through. Our planet is not doing any collisions. Overlapped. It's overlapped. Collisions are a bitch in this. When you're working on stuff, as you can see, they're going straight through it. They don't care. Nope. Still nothing. Doesn't matter for this guy because we have this sphere collision around it. But it does nothing, so I don't know. I think it's gonna lights not show player just doesn't have any collision. Check the command again. Oh, there is simple collision. It doesn't care about it. Nope. Why? Why? It just does not have any collision. No, it just doesn't seem So that works. Our planet itself is just not. And I really think it has to do with this thing. We got 1 hour and 43 minutes left for this stream. I don't know why it's just not getting any collision. No. Pre-master. Alright, I'm asking a question to the person that made the pack. Um, Meanwhile, let's just focus on something else because a collision doesn't seem to work right now. But since we only have a limited amount of time, let's just start with some of the user interface. So let's make a main one. Gonna keep it like that. So the first thing we want is like the wave information. Okay. Now for this, we want to have a vertical box with some text in it. So this will be wave, then colon, say like 1 desired. There we go. Now we want another text which is like enemies remaining. Okay. Then let's actually import like a nice font for it, like a space font. The font, sci-fi, right, sci-fi. Let's make sure it's 100% free. There you go. Which one we want, guys? I like the first one. I think. Or this could be fun too. Let's see. Wave. Wait. Enemies remaining. What the hell? What the hell happened here? I don't think it's gonna be that readable, so not gonna do it. Move this guy. Yeah, this is fine. I like this. So let's unpack this real quick. So, go here. Let's make a little folder for fonts. So. Appreciate it. So let's import the font like so. Yes, all better. Give me 1 minute, guys. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so we got the font now. Let's go back into our wave information. Let's assign it. So, null shock and null shock. This is how it will look on screen. A little big, maybe. Say like 16. Something like that. Yeah. Now the main interface. So bottom right for this. Wave information, bottom right, size to content, minus 80, minus 80 as well. Now in the player, on begin play, just right here, still create widget. There we go. Now we have like a wave information already, but it's not doing anything, and you guys can't see it. Let me drag my. Oh, not like that. Let's drag both of these to the left for a second, like so. So you guys can actually see what's going on. So you can see now we have like on the right, we have like wave information and stuff. So that's that. Now let's continue by setting this up actually. So we need to, on the construct, actually on the sorry, game mode, need to cost to space game, save that, and we want to bind to this, so say bind, we're gonna get this, get wave number, format this wave new column, and then we want to have y okay. So now we're at round 5, so round 5 should pop up. There you go, round 5 pops up. I want to have this again, and bind as well, format as well, enemies remaining, get spawn them out. Alright. So now that is gonna go up as we're spawning more and more enemies. Okay. So after this, we want to wait like 5 seconds, and then we want to reverse this, and then wait like another second or so, like 4 seconds, and then we want to destroy actor. Can actually do it after that. There we go. They just instantly disappear. Mm. Okay. Now, I'm running into an issue. We got the wave information set up now, right? Probably also like a health bar and a stamina bar was what we also wanted. So probably do stamina like right here. Health actually in numbers perhaps. Or like health up here. Let's see. Let's make a so in here, let's do design. Let's get a size box. Width and height. Width like 1200, 15, 20. And a progress bar. Fill, zero padding, left, right. There we go. Now for the color, let's get like a nice purple spacey vibe. Then wrap this with a border. This border will be black. 2 of 5. Our progress bar also needs his marquee. No. Which one was it again? Style. Oh yeah. Background color 0. There you go. Like so. So now back in our main interface. Health bar. Add that to the account spelling. Size of content to the top. Say like 25, like 50. So now we also have a health bar. Okay. So health bar is also. Now let's go into our planet, and we also want to randomly. We want to add actor. Add with. Select one. don't want that because just a little bit. You can still control it mostly. It will also move a little bit with it. Okay. Now let's give the spring arm also a way to kind of zoom out if it wants a little bit. So let's make a new one, call it camera zoom. It's the mouse wheel axis, camera zoom. Okay, so this set target arm length. We wanna multiply this by a value 5, and we want to clump this between, what's it now, 125 and let's say 170. Okay, and then we want to save this, call this camera zoom. Then we want to insert this. This is the target, current, get roll delta seconds, and go into the spring arm and also add rotation line. It's not doing anything apparently. No? What's wrong? Goes back to 0 all the time. Why? Why is this, bro? I don't know. Alright, anyway. We got that set up. Nice smooth rotation there. We have the wave cannon, we have a health bar. Even though it's not working because the collisions don't seem to work. Yeah, as you can see. What if we do this and let's say planet 10? Go here and say asteroid. It's not gonna help, I think. But no. Yeah, we'll need to fix that. But looks. Right, so we'll do that in the next stream. Let's just set up the other things that we want. What kind of game do we want this to be? Maybe like there's an upgrade shop which you can do depending on the amount of kills that you have. Or it's like a little shop where you can buy upgrades. That's more spirits or probably, right? Probably. Alright, let's work on the shop thing. Shop. So let's get rid of this. Size box.
No. Downside up.
Let's add this to the interface, which is shop. And to the left side. Let's see, it's a little big, so let's make this like 800. Let's go. So we'd have to work on this. And inside the size box, we'll have a vertical. That stretches all the way. First one is for a little border. And let's first add text. Text, which is gonna be the upgrades. No shop. 20. Set in the middle. So now around this, add another little border. So this needs to have this brush color needs to be the content color needs to be black, no, white. Background needs to be 0. So now let's give the text a little more padding, like an even padding. So like 5. Like so. Then we need like the different upgrades that you can do. Probably like planets, like 6 planets you can buy, and then 6 turrets, and then you have to unlock each one as you go along. Or have like different ones you can buy that depending on that. Might do different things depending on it. Let's make like a WD item. So let's add a button. Design. Select this button. You want to have a image. Let's create some images real quick. Let's add a new test level. All that's gonna be is just to make the pictures. So go to environments. Let's get all the planets. So add the planet. Go to the planet. Then add sky sphere, skylight, directional lights. Make that attach to the sky sphere. There we go. Now for this guy, set custom depth pause on so we can make a screenshot. Custom depth mask. Doesn't do. Oh. Doesn't look different. No? Why? Huh? Why doesn't it allow me to? just quickly making some screenshots of every planet, and then also from the turret, so we can use them in the shop. Let's also add a planet with the rings on it. So now we have all the screenshots. Now
Nobody made me feel the pain like you did, like you did. I'm lost looking for some color to paint my world. Inside these walls I'll die. You don't care where I am. Now my heart is free. I've nothing to lose, I think. When you turn
that's a crab over.
off the light, your lies wanna guide. You hold me
So first texture. Where is it? Compression. Here. User interface. Here. And then there should be another one.